If it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck, maybe it's a duck.
Resistance is justified!
Oh, got an arrest on our hands. Democrat mayoral candidate Brad Lander was arrested by ICE agents because he was allegedly obstructing the operations of ICE because there was an illegal that had went to court, and ironically charges were dismissed under some kind of criminality that took place that was alleged but then dismissed in court. The only problem was he was still an illegal citizen in the United States and probably has a prior record of some form of crime. I'm only just speculating on that. However, Brad Lander is a mayoral candidate who's made multiple threats to ICE about lock me up, what are you going to do, you can't do anything to me, this, that, and the other. Well, as he was locked arms with the illegal trying to lead him away from ICE agents as ICE agents performed their constitutional duty, he tried to obstruct their operations by asking for some sort of formal warrant and all this crazy stuff. And the things kind of escalated from there. Let's watch this and see.
Let's go. You don't have the authority to arrest U.S. citizens. Sir, you don't have the authority to arrest U.S. citizens. You don't have the... I'm not obstructing. I'm standing right here in the hallway. I asked to see the judicial warrant. By asking for a judicial warrant? You don't have the authority to arrest U.S. citizens asking for a judicial warrant.
Sorry, no way. I'm safe. Where are you taking him? Hello?
Since you have no authority to arrest U.S. citizens, where are you taking me? And with what authority? With what authority?
Where are you taking him? No!
Security details. Number one is going to go with him, all right? Hang on, please, number one. Hold on. Brett.
Let's go.
So, as you can see, he effed around and found out. Now, I don't know exactly what the premise of, other than maybe there was some other underlying factors to this encounter. Just kind of going on. This is relatively breaking. I haven't seen anybody else reporting on it yet. So we'll just have to see what actually stems out of this. Allegedly, they did go ahead and get the illegal that he was trying to escort out of the building. And maybe this will send a message to some other... This is low fruit. This guy hasn't been elected mayor yet. But this is low fruit on the tree. But it's a way you kind of work your way up, I guess. Maybe, probably. But there's definitely bigger fish that need to be got after. Now you're probably wondering why I'm not talking about the whole Israel thing. And it's because I've made I gave you my opinion on it in multiple videos. I think that it's a big mess. I think that there's been misinformation fed to Trump many, many times. And I do believe that, Iran probably does have nuclear capabilities. Probably had it for a long, 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 long time. The problem that you run into is when you get in the middle of a spat between two people, you tend to get caught up in it to the situation where you need to wish you never got in it. I mean, this has happened many times for people on domestic, or, you can just think about that. You try to break up a fight. Next thing you know, you're in the middle of it, between two people, or, a couple that are beating the crap out of each other, male and female, male, female, female. As soon as you get in the middle of that, turns into the craziest mess you ever got into, and you can't get out of it. It's hard to. And we have been ruled by AIPAC and been, just everything under the sun. CIA's been completely in control of regime changes over and over again. Every time they do, they want to put somebody else that's way worse in. And so it's just a big mess. And it's hard for me to even report on it because I just feel like everything's moving way too fast and we are on the precipice of World War IV, and it could go nuclear. And this could be not only just the demise of America alone. Well, that's pretty big. But, it starts off with the splitting up of the MAGA movement. That stops all that, focuses all energy on that. That could put a stifle on everything. Mike Lindell did happen to win he won in court pretty well. They didn't go after my pillow. That $60 million lawsuit was brought down to a small amount of money that was ordered for Mike Lindell to pay for some odd reason. But if I was Mike Lindell, and I don't know if he has yet or not, but I would appeal that just because of what came out with some of the information that not Cash Patel, but the other guy, guy ran for Congress. I can't think of the guy's name now, but there's been a bunch of information that's came out that if Mike Lindell should appeal that $2.3 million settlement that he's supposed to pay. So that's a big win. That'll help the company. And just kind of where we're at. But I'm just not a big fan of what's going on with all of that. And it's not, I wish Trump would listen to his base and not be talking down to Tucker, because the only reason why Trump's mad at Tucker Carlson is because Tucker actually went out there and spoke and shown who's been in Trump's ear. And it's a bunch of really dirty people like Mike Levin and that Sean Hannity guy and some other people. Shmuley is involved into this too. Shmuley's got his hand in on this. That Rabbi Shmuley, who's him and his daughter sell sex products, butt plugs, and all kind of crazy mess. So there's just a bunch of. I hope that this doesn't go like it. There's a good chance that there's going to be some kind of massive strikes by Thursday. I hope that doesn't happen. I just want us to be back to America first. MAGA movement, trying to gain control of the globalists who've been running America. That's caused this situation. All right, I'm out. Bye.